Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot 117 to bring you another COH2 replay. This one, by the way, is brought to you by, can you guess who? No, it's not the guy with the B4, although I wish. We currently have Darth Obosodatin. I believe he is the person who submitted this. Very high rank. And the other Soviet players are actually higher rank, so more play time for these guys. But that being said, I'm sure OMS has plenty of time in this game. 190 hours, not too bad. Not too bad. Again, if you have 100 hours in a game, I think you know it. But in any case, what is this? Well, this is a 2v2 on Crossing in the Woods. And once again, thank you for submitting that in, this replay. If you want to submit your own replay, you can send it to my Gmail or my Facebook. Either one, either way, I will take a look and see. As long as it, again, you add your name, because that's a big thing. People are like, here's my 4v4. And I'm like, cool. Who are you? I don't know. And it's because I'm like, I'm not going to do a replay unless I know who the person is, because I want to thank you. Because, again, I'm that kind of a person. It's weird, actually. I'm not trying to boost my ego, but when I get called on Overwatch, like, why are you being so nice? I think there's something wrong with the internet, or at least a lot of online gaming. But anyway, oh yeah, and I got rated on Arc, which actually reminds me, if I'm going to be making a video, but this will come around the same amount of time. If you are interested in playing Arc but don't have people to play it with, greyshotproductions, aka Greyshot17, is looking for people to join in for our Arc multiplayer game. It's on a public server, so we are going to be versing other people, but our goal is to try to build up in the meantime and get new members. We already have like around 8, so we're looking for hopefully up to 15. So again, if you're interested. But anyway, let's get to this game. Adriel did not go B4, disappointed, but he went back mechanized support tactics. Not too bad. Again, he has an ISU-152, which is very powerful long range and extremely deadly versus infantry and armor alike. He also have an IO-2 bomb strike, which is extremely deadly versus fortifications, which at least this guy, oh wait, he went Doctrine that is sort of specializing in fortifications, but he also went something that specializes in heavier infantry and airstrikes too, so yeah, the ISU-152 is going to have a field day. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we have good old Darth almost, oh boy. Darth is just wrecking. Now, they do have a 2 OKW versus 2 Soviets, so it's not exactly clear-cut in terms of balancing, but at least it's one strategy for OKW faction, one strategy for the Soviet faction. Change it up slightly with doctrines, and you have yourself a very interesting game nonetheless. You have a Kubo, a lot of frontline troops, and seem to be doing a heck of a job capturing all this territory and allowing the fuel to go directly to the Axis, along with this fuel, which is a huge bonus right now of 33, when the Allies only have 13. So very nice job. MG trying to push on up in a bad time with Volk squads moving in for the flank. Conscripts trying to stop that flank, but we'll see how well that goes. Nice job dodging the fire grenade, pulling back to hit both targets, and that should be relatively fine. MG would probably do better suppressing this unit because, yeah, negative cover and so low on health, they're going to die very quickly. Oh, so close to killing that unit. If he wouldn't have placed it, he might have actually been able to kill that one too. Who knows? Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, oh, probably should go over names real quick. We have Philip, Adriel, OMS, and Darth. So, very interesting indeed. Machine gun moving on up. Most likely will try to suppress and take out this Kubo before it's full health. Or they're going to capture the point and completely ignore that because they can't see it, can they? No, they can't see it. Wow, look how close that is. Like another inch and they would be able to see it. But, you know, that's the, I guess, darkness of the map for you. Which I'm actually going to be curious about Company of Heroes 3, how they kind of mix, how they change it up. If I had to say one thing that would be awesome is the pathfinding would be, if they could improve that and just like how units respond. Like, for example, if I was a unit in this scenario, I would try to move for the cover. That, like, simple stuff like that. But that's me. Meanwhile, we have Engineer Squad moving on in. We have an MG as well, trying to capture the territory. Not too bad. Oh, I see what he's trying to do here. So the Volk squads put up the heavy cover, so that we have a nice, you know, heavy defensible location here while the enemy moves through negative cover. But I like the Soviet player. He's putting barbed wire so they can't use it. But there's still the issue of I think they patched it because right now you can see they can still use heavy cover. So yeah, they kind of made sure that isn't a thing anymore. Kind of sucks, but I wish you could kind of negate that cover. It would be nice. We have a medic. Well, yeah, field medics going out, and a counterattack going in from OMS. Guards troops pushing, and with a large assault on left. MG trying to suppress the Volk squad. Volk squad going to burn them before really that MG can really do a lot of damage. Flamethrower squads moving on up can do a lot of damage versus infantry. Oh, but that poor support gun, especially here. This medic is kind of out in the open. I get what he was trying to do. Maybe back here would have been better, kind of more cover-esque for your guys, and also you could heal without risk of the building being attacked by, let's say, the long-range AT or SU-85, which could be a major issue if this game progresses and you still don't have this area locked down. Just pointing that out. We also have a flamethrower unit that looks like it's being pushed back by the Kubel. Support gun opening fire, doing a little bit of damage, very little. MG suppressing the infantry though. They definitely need to focus fire on that quickly, otherwise there's going to be a huge issue right here with infantry trying to push up and unfortunately being suppressed by a health point. We have terror tactics, which is very good against anti-infantry, so I see Philip kind of reinforcing this area just with more infantry and just kind of hopefully pushing the OKW back with maybe some fear propaganda, if I can talk correctly. Kubel moving back, although Vet 1 with 13 kills. Holy crap, nice job, Kubel. You go, Kubel, you go. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we have more guys moving up with guards troops. And they seem to be pushing back the Volk squads. They are reinforcing with the MG right here, causing suppression, but it looks like they're on, once again, defense. Soviets doing pretty good on their offense capabilities. Shock troops even coming on this right-hand side to reinforce. Sturm Pioneers trying to hold out, but again, shock troops, it's not going to work. I'm surprised he didn't try to throw a grenade at that point, because he probably could have killed it. MG trying to place, again, these are MG-34s. They're not that great at suppression, similar to the Maxim, but if you give enough burst, yeah, they'll do their job. Unfortunately, he's going to retreat that unit before it dies. Kubel falling back very close to another veterancy, which would be, oh, yep, there we go, better mobility. And mini-map, let's see, 3 stars is, the veteran crews can repair their vehicle when out of combat. Oh, that's helpful. Increased burst duration accuracy, and lay down suppression. Gee, it's like suppression was part of the Kubel in the first place, which is the reason why they were kind of useful. It's like that's why they were good in the first place. And now they're just kind of there. Like I said, I don't see the reason for a Kubel mid or late game. Like in the first probably 13 minutes of a game, I would say. Like that, like a 15-minute mark pass, they're fine. 15-30, no way. 30 on, no way. It's, yeah. They're just so easily killed. They're not good against heavier equipped or vetted or just better equipped infantry. They're good against this light stuff, but like I said, most people will not get a Kubel later on. We'll see how well you do, Darth. You're doing pretty well so far, so can't complain. Yeah, looks like this last-ditch defense is actually going pretty well. You're able to reinforce, and they're just, unfortunately, losing a lot of men in that constant assault, and not really gaining all that much. To be fair, they have all 3 capture points, so you could say it's more of a just delaying tactic of sending men, but overall, though, the Germans have more of an army, and right now you've lost so many men that you now have to fall back. You've actually lost a Maxim, which the Germans can now also take, which is a big issue. On the left-hand side, it's a similar deal, where you've pushed for so long, so consistently, that now the Germans are like, okay, we can deal with this, and are slowly pushing back. Though we have a T-70, so unlike the other side with Philip, at least he's bringing up armor to combat the Germans, and the Germans really don't have any AT. Sure, you could say they could Panzerfaust them with a Fallschirmjäger squad, which is good that you got it, heavier infantry to help deal, but unfortunately, I just don't see it working. Armor-piercing rounds could be very effective, but once again, you need to make sure they're in sight. And unfortunately for this T-70, wait a second. Oh, okay, yep, that's why I didn't use it. So I used Panzerfaust over here. MG, unfortunately, not doing enough damage with armor-piercing rounds. It could, but he couldn't do that because he didn't have enough munitions. Right now, he probably possibly could use enough munitions for it, but the problem is he has nothing there. So this T-70 will just do damage over time. He's going to want to retreat, unfortunately. Looks like on the right-hand side, though, Darth has managed to reinforce his front. He got medics out to kind of heal his guys. He's had for Kenwerfer to deal with armor, so he's ready to go. Though Philip II is not going down without a fight. We have double shock troops moving in, And with this fear propaganda, if he can deploy it, which he has more than enough munitions to, he could cause a lot of issues. He can cause massive amounts of suppression in the area, or even units to retreat, which could allow him the breakthrough he needs. T-70, a lot of along with the guard troops, are opening fire on the mega position, trying to remove that from play. Not a bad idea in this scenario. If you can try to uproot that base, that would be definitely a hit for the OKW team by removing their ability to heal on the front lines, which should put them back on par with the Soviets. And right now, if they're back on par with the Soviets are going to keep pushing them all the way back to their base. They need that edge just to combat them and hold the front line at where it is. Volk squad's doing what they can. Fallschirmjäger's deploying. We have a secondary truck. He has more than enough munitions. So I'm assuming he might want to do is kind of hold this area and then put down a forward base. Because if you put it here, right over here, this would be pretty good because it would block troops from coming this way, kind of block troops over here and keep this point under your control. It would be good overall. Now he's placing a demo. Not a bad idea. Very surprised you didn't do that before with all your munitions, because that will cause enough damage to kill it. Also, let's see how much the demo does. Come on. Oh, he's going to wait for him to come up. But I think he would have saw the demo. Okay. I was like, yeah, he's not going to fall for that. Nice try. T-70 needs healed immediately. A T-gun moving on up, and I see this medic base pretty much being destroyed. Is there still a guy in there? No, he's there. I was gonna say. Shock troops dropping smoke to get close. Another location, which is not too bad. Again, right here, because it'll be harder for an Su-85 to fire long range in this general area. But that said, it's not amazing. The problem with Soviets is you need an area that can cover a large amount of territory that can't be countered by long-range AT and Su-85s, because especially with the Su-85's extended scope, that's my biggest issue. And right now, you also have concerns with IL-2 bomb strikes and an ISU-152. Most likely, he doesn't know that that's what he went. Again, guard rifle, there's numerous doctrines that can have that unit, and you can use that unit, which is very hard to isolate what exactly you're fighting. Here, if he deploys fear propaganda, there's only a handful. I think there's only one with fear propaganda and shock troops. I'm going to say there's one. I'm going through the list in my head. I only count one. I could be very wrong on that. Also, I completely forgot about Order 228. Thank you in the last video, whoever put that up. I'm an idiot for completely forgetting that. But anyway, looks like they're moving up. A T-gun guarding the ridge, which is a really nice spot because this kind of valley, this kind of crest right here stops infantry from rolling on up. So you can put stuff up here and the infantry can't really get close. So the Soviets could use this as a staging base. They could put down some MGs up here, once again making it very hard for them to be flanked. Mines in this region would be great, especially with, well, amount of munitions you're pulling in right now. That could be helpful, here. I know they have an MG right here guarding mid, which right now is the only reason why the Soviets aren't, destroying. You put another medic base here. At least you automatically got the field medic, so it's reinforcing. But, yeah, kind of surprised. But also, for cannon warfare, would probably been better moving up. You are placing mines here. Very good. Fallschirmjäger squad's moving on up. On the right-hand side, looks like, overall, Darth is holding. He has a lot of AT, so he should be good against any armor. Looks like he's either wary of the mines that the enemy's placing and placing counter mines. A minesweeper might be pretty good. You have a decent amount of munitions, I would say. You can definitely afford a minesweeper just in case. Kubel still on standby, up to 15 kills. Go, Kubel, go. T-70 on standby. Again, we're going to keep picking off this infantry. For cannon warfare, though, in range, opening fire, getting a nice shot. Panzerfaust could be inbound, but I feel like the T-70, yeah, is just going to keep picking off the infantry and just until it retreats. T-70 going to fall back to base. Most likely also retreat the engineers to get down the mechanized armor. Campania to get most likely a T-34 for an easy win. Maybe a Katusha. Because at least in my mind, as the allies, I see this as an easy win. Because right now you've broken up their base multiple times. And I feel like this is also a bad area because if the allies knew this was the case, I would get Katusha. Because you can easily Katusha this, keep artying it, and slowly kill it. They're so close together. One IL-2 bomb strike or both of them together. Oh, God. If they called in a double IL-2 bomb strike here, they could probably kill one, if not both. Well, I'll definitely say one base, probably double. And there's not really any way you could block that with AA fire because it's so close to the edge of the map. Shock troops rolling on in, but nice mines, suppressing them and slowing them down. Panzer headquarters firing, slowly stopping them. Verkenwerfer on standby as well, waiting for that T-70 to get close. Kubel trying to chase them down. Oh no, don't go after your T-70. Oh no. No, no, no. Don't lose. Oh, was it on purpose? Oh my god, Kubel dodging that shot. So close to dying. I'm rooting for the Kubel now. I want 3-star Kubel. Go Kubel. Meanwhile, in mid, we have Soviet infantry flanking the MG. Which, once again, they have an MG, but yet they are not... It's weird. They have the point control, but they're not trying to go for it. That's the only thing I would say. It's just like, okay, maybe you could go for that. That's me. Decent grenade, getting a little bit of damage. Not much, but just a little bit. And now it's like, okay, if I was the Soviet guy, I wouldn't push. I would stop pushing. I know it's like, well, Greyshot, they're right here. They're on the edge. You can easily break them. Not really. Darth almost... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Flamethrowers. Oh, that'd be helpful. And, yeah, the assault package is pretty good as well. Not amazing, but it's pretty good. The incendiary munitions can be pretty good with the support gun to open fire and kill, like, how do I put it? The, oh, what's the name? Shoot, Maxims. God damn, I am losing my mind today. Anyway, we have a Hetzer also being deployed. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I mean, 300 manpower, 90 fuel. Okay, so it's not too costly, I guess. It's a very good anti-infantry unit, so we'll see how well that is. We'll see how well it's used against the enemy. A lot of light armor being used in it. T-34 to back them up. Allies should be able to take mid if they can, you know, use their armor effectively. Looks like they're pushing on through with low resistance. MG facing the wrong way. Shock troops are gonna, oh my god, shock troops are gonna punish them. Hetzer opening fire, burning the shock troops quite a bit. Verkenwerfer opening fire on the flank, getting a nice hit. Hetzer still trying to burn the T-70. Maybe not the best idea, but hey, whatever. Verkenwerfer's coming in. Double Verkenwerfer right now active. Pushing that back. Wasn't there a mine? Oh, it's right there. I was going to say, wasn't there a mine over there? Hetzer moving on in. Oh, very nice hit. Very nice hit indeed. Bolshmaker's moving on up. Night, come on. Can we get a good kill with that bundle grenade? And decent, actually quite a bit of number. Quite a bit of damage. Kubel going in to save the day. Can we get a kill? Can Kubel get a kill? Come on, Kubel. Come on, Kubel. Go, Kubel. Stern Pioneers also reinforcing. We still have the Hetzer, which is coming back and most likely going to try to burn away the conscripts. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Meanwhile, the Soviets are still locking down this sector, and it's exactly what I would do. I would place mines over here, as many as you could. I would get a Katusha, if at all possible, to hit this point, because, oh my god, think about it. Just hitting here would be amazing, or maybe an IL-2 bomb strike. One thing I will say is they don't have recon. Fear propaganda can be used to extend sight, but that's about it. I think they need a decent recon unit. Double Verkenwerfer doing its job and pushing back the armor, while you have the Hetzer close by, burning the enemy. Now, wow, only 3 kills. Okay. I thought I did more. Verkenwerfer's opening fire on the T-34. And while they do, well, I guess the T-34s were not a terrible idea. Okay, you should have really retreated that. They're not amazing. I feel like maybe one guy should have went the armor focus and one guy went artillery. Once again, kind of going the same thing, kind of stagnates your offensive and kind of allows the enemy to, unless it's something like a double King Tiger where it's just so much firepower that you can't counter it. It's like something like that, but in this scenario, I think one guy may be specializing in armor and the other, because we have what, 2 T-34s, the other guy, okay, in Katusha, pretty good strategy. Though, I will say, hold on, Katusha's 85, so he's just over halfway to get the, oh my god, is that really, hold on. Oh, he jumped the Fallschirmjägers behind so the MG would turn. Why? Nice fire grenade hurting 2 units for the price of 1. And Folk Squad's just wrecking that Vet 3 at Maxim. Can it survive? It's down to one guy. Damn it. And it looks like the Germans are going to push forward on this side. I feel like, once again, mines would have been effective to hold back the enemy. T-70 coming on in. Try to push back those Fallschirmjägers. There's a mine for you. Jesus Christ, just got barbecued. Did it? Wait, is it still alive? Is it just stuck? Okay, they're just there. I don't know why, but they're just there. Double T-34 on standby, ready for a big push. We also have shock troops pushing back. Oh no, it killed the Kubel. You bastards. You bastards. Why? What did the Kubel ever do to you? What did it ever do to you? Alright, so shock troops are very heavy infantry, but cost a lot of manpower, which could be a big issue for trying to save up for maybe, you know, artillery or something. Which artillery might not be a bad idea, too, because you could put back in base and do a ton of damage versus the enemy if you knew where they were. Katusha doing close-range fire upon the enemy. Hetzer trying to fight a bunch of T-34s. I don't think it's going to work. But hey, one shot bounce, so there's that. Oh god, if I recall correctly, I mean, I guess that, I mean, the Hetzer, at least the variants I remember, were kind of more of, they were kind of more tank destroyers, but I guess this one's just outfitted with a flank guard. Did you really waste an IL? Did you use an IL-2 bomb strike? Yes, you did. Why would you use an IL-2 bomb strike on that? I don't know. Double for Cannon Woofers, though, picking off the T-34. Very nice kill. And once again, I just love just the sneaky Verkan Woofers and just how you can get them close to the enemy, fire at will, and just blow them to kingdom come. T-70 on standby. But here's the thing. It's not like... Okay, the Allies should not be pushing against the enemy. The enemy has, like, what, a third of the map, if that. So if I was the enemy, if I was the Allies, I would take this point, because right now you have... You're still losing. Right now you're losing. You're not gaining anything. You're currently losing. And I love this T-70 fighting the Hetzer. It's like, no, stop. Verkan Woofers once again showing how much of a boss they are and annihilating allied armor. Adriel still has a Katusha. And Philip still is getting a bunch of T-34s. But I would once again start using these IL-2 bomb strikes on, like, these bases. Which I think he did. Something's going on here. Has he just been having this AT gun fire at that target? If so, that's pretty ballsy. We have a grenade going out. Could be very effective. Or does absolutely nothing. Good job. Guards troops on standby. They need a T-34 to come over here and help. Because that... Oh, so close to taking that. This is where an IL-2 bomb strike would be helpful. Just saying. Just finishing that off. We have a Panther that's being made by OMS. Let's see. Darth... You could pretty much make a ton of things, but I think you're going to go for a King Tiger, if I had to assume. If this guy's going anti-armor and you just got a very powerful anti-infantry unit, my next assumption would be just a very powerful generalized unit. And we have an IL-2 bomb strike against units that can easily run away. Great play, man. Great plan. When... I'm sorry, did this just kill a... No, okay, I was going to say, if that killed a vehicle, I'm done. I'm just done. Anyway, flak emplacement fighting off the T-34 and the T-70. We have shock troops going on the flank. I don't... Oh my god, mine hits 5 guys. T-34 bouncing off the Hetzer still. Verkan Woofers opening fire, knocking out the T-34. It's 2 T-34s down in this gigantic assault on the base. Hetzer still alive, pulling back. Verkan Woofers on standby, MG guarding its infantry pushes. And once again, I don't understand the reason for that push. I really don't. Right now, you just need mid. That's it. That's all. If you want to decap their fuel, fine. But the enemy now has control of your fuel. Like, I get, like, if you just want to take control of the fuel, that's great. But you really need a long-term strategy, and that isn't one of them. That's not going to work. That's why anytime I launch an assault, there has to be reason behind it. Or at least I try to have. It's like, okay, what am I doing right now? Am I just throwing units aside? No. This has an objective. What? Their objective was to break the guy over here. Well, he has his entire army over here on defense mode, so I don't think that's going to work. especially sending in T-34s piecemeal. Anyway, Panther getting some nice shots on guys in heavy cover. Although those guys in heavy cover have 23 kills in Vet 3. So, well, that's a way to get rid of an MG. I feel like a grenade with the... Oh, wait, it doesn't have munitions. This is where some, again, you can kind of counteract the OKW being the OKW. You can put down some fuel caches. I know you guys don't have a huge army right now, but those munitions and or fuel could really be helpful. I'm assuming right now he's saving up with the amount of fuel and manpower he has for an ISU, and that could be pretty powerful. If you can start one-shotting enemy armor and infantry, I mean, the Hetzer, if he activates armor-piercing rounds, he could do probably a double shot on it and kill it. So... very interesting to see how that works. Maxim on standby, pushing back the cannon warfers. T-70 being pushed back from a nice direct hit. Katusha, once again, I think you know where they're retreating to, Katusha. So maybe, just maybe, you could deal with... Oh, God, no. Panther going in for the kill. Katusha running back. Right in the guard troops. Guard troops, this is the time to button. This is the time to button. Nice. We have no AT grenades? Really? None? Nada. I like how this guy's also going the way he came because he knows there could be mines. We have super close air support, which could combat enemy armor. SU-85 getting some nice shots along with the AT gun. Panther just freaking the heck out. SU-85 getting a nice shot. AT gun bouncing, and the Panther manages to survive. Shock troops, however, destroying everything in their way. Maxim's still here. SU-85 doing a nice hit. I'm sorry. On the Hetzer. Though remember, the super close air support does damage versus armor and a bit of infantry alike. The cannon warfare most likely is going to kill that SU-85 in one shot. Very lucky he didn't kill. Katusha missing the shot for the most part. I think he might have been trying to go for this, but I don't know. A lot of vetted troops right now, and those guard troops. Again, they're powerful units, but versing all this, you're gonna need more men. Just in general, you're gonna need more men. Meanwhile, the Adriel did manage to capture the left-hand side, and if I was once again him, mines. But that's just me. OMS, decent. Okay, he has a lot of really good troops, but he needs more. He doesn't have a huge army. Darth Ober has a goddamn very large army of really good troops. He's playing very well defensively, kind of holding both mid and the right-hand point. It's just going to be a matter of how is the enemy going to react and what's their long-term play. Is the IC-152, they're going to kind of make sure they have a protection squad with it and kind of just have him slowly whittle down Darth Oval Sadat? Are they going to have him guard mid? What's the play? What's the goal here? And that's what I want to know. So we have a T-70 rolling on in with... Remember, the double for cannon warfers are still alive. One's Vet 3, so it's not going to be like, oh, let me be a recruit. No, it's going to fire really damn fast and, yeah, kill your SU-85 before it has time to retreat. Freaking when cannon warfers own the game. T-70 trying to get a kill on the Vet 3 guy, but we have the Panther moving on in to protect them. Oh, so close to dying, but luckily they were able to escape. ISU-152 on standby. Looks like it's going in for the Panther. We have a bounce off the shot. Does he have armor piercing on? He does. Okay, so he does have the armor piercing on. Mark target, I think. No, I'm sorry, he buttoned. No, yes, he buttoned from this thing. Okay. Explosive rounds would probably be the next best thing on this thing right now. He did switch, it looks like? No, he did not. Okay. Yeah, he needs to switch if he wants to start hurting his infantry. Because it looks like the Soviets have enough... Or never mind, they don't. They really... Okay, this guy has a lot of AT components. So if they can have him button the Panther and just hold it back long enough, maybe even mark target, they can kind of delay the thing so that way they don't have to worry. Shock troops guarding this point, good idea, because if they try to push in, they can use smoke. Either get the shock troops very close to kill them, or... you know... just cause havoc, because it takes a lot to kill shock troops. Shock troops rolling on in, dodging the grenade. God damn, this is just a line you don't want to fight. But yes, Fallschirmjäger squads and Almost Sudan, which are really good long range. Shock troops really good close range, could be an issue. You have fear propaganda going out, and a direct Katusha strike. Beautiful hit, pushing back the enemy, causing massive amounts of damage to the axis, and that's exactly what you need. Fear propaganda to force them back at the right moment the Katusha hits, and boom, that's a heavy strike on their part. Panther and a Hetzer moving in. We have a lot of stuff coming in. Guard troops can do a little bit of damage, but not against all that. We have a Su-85 opening fire, but double for Kenwerfers most likely will counteract armor. ISU-152 getting a beautiful shot on the Panther side armor. Will it be enough, though? Will it be enough? Su-85 misses the target. Hetzer still on standby along with the Verkanwerfer. But we have a Dushka machine gun up top, so if this thing is spawned, the Dushka will shred it. BT gun moving on up. Verkanwerfer trying to get a shot, realizing, oh, I've made a mistake. He's going to pull back. Now then, we have Hetzer moving on in. And most likely, do you have a repair station? You do not. I think a repair station would do you wonders, Darth. And it looks like you actually have more than enough to get a half track. And by the time that comes out, you could easily put a mechanized building. I'll put it back here, so that way you can easily have the reinforce and get your armor out quicker. Panther, not much really to deal with over here. Once again, I feel like mines would be how effective. Kind of slowly just beating back the guys. Though the guard troops in heavy cover, Vet 3, going to do a lot of damage versus the Panther. So, yeah. That Panther's going to need to fall back. Because the last thing it probably wants is an armored unit coming in from the side, either a rush or anything. Well, or it could push up and try to get some kills. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Flamethrower unit trying to push back up with Sudan. Probably not the best idea. Also, load explosive rounds. Okay. Jesus Christ. The Verkanwerfers are the... It's a 4-star Verkanwerfer. My God. Shock troops coming in. This is the opportunity. Could do a lot of damage right now. But managed to retreat in the nick of time. Su-85 getting some nice shots on the Panther. Fortunately, none of them are penetrating, which is the sad part. Shock troops now going back in for mid to stop the Opal Sudan. Capturing it. Opal Sudan might be able to capture in time. And... not. Bundle grenade does a little bit of damage, not as much as it would like. Bulk squads coming in. Shock troops can deploy smoke, kind of close the gap even further. We have, looks like Fallschmagers dropping on point, which is a terrible idea. Oh no, they're dropping over here. That's an okay idea. Not amazing, but at least not terrible. It's dropping guys from a parachute drop into shock troops close clutches, because oh boy, they will be shredded. Now right now, once again, they're trying to hold on to this point, but the problem is on the right hand side, OMS did a smart thing about going for the victory point, so they don't have to worry about mid too much if they're losing it. Again, force the enemy into a different front. In this scenario, you're forcing the enemy into negative cover, where you typically have the advantage. I also love how you stole their AT gun, and possibly can use light artillery barrage on this point. They are being, again, buttoned abilities currently in effect. This is where once you can use precision bomb strike to kind of neutralize it, but that's just me. Button, bomb strike, button, make sure it can't move, and bing bada boom. You neutralize a Panther. Though we have a second Panther on standby, helping in mid. So that could be a big issue. Kill one, there's still one remaining. But that's just me. Looks like the guard troops managed to push back the Panther with enough firepower. And looks like they're still advancing. Fallschmager squads, though, can do a lot of damage with these guys in negative cover. Up, grenade going out, and might get a single kill. And that guy takes it like a boss. Very nice. We have the Panther flanking on left. Double Su-85, though, could be very deadly, but we have a 5-star Verkanwerfer, which, by the way, first strike, so it's going to do a lot of damage to that first initial hit. And as you can see, definitely did a lot more. Holy shit, that was very quick. I love how they did one IL-2 bomb strike. Missed the target. Second one, though, for pathfinding issues, they managed to kill it. The 5-star one, though, manages to live. A 5-star Verkanwerfer. Goddamn. Well, there it is, folks. A 5-star Verkanwerfer. I hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are happy. But to be fair, that thing is extremely potent against Soviets, again, for surprise attacks. And that's what you kind of need. Just that surprise attack factor to hold back the enemy. But as you can see, the medics are currently healing it, allowing them back up. Hetzer, though, getting a nice shot up its rear in the ISU-152. Needs to fall back and immediately get healed. Oh, no. Is that a new one? Oh, that must be a new one. Oh, I didn't see the last one die. Oh, shoot. Panther is currently being healed by Sturm Pioneers. His army, though, is about the same as where I last left it. So, Darth is still doing pretty damn well, whereas, yeah, Philip is not doing all that great. Adriel's doing fine. It's about even. So, once again, it's kind of curious to see how things are going and progressing in this game. Also, Darth still has the rocket barrage. So, if he gets recon, which again, he has through here, he can maybe call in a strike on the Katyusha or something and neutralize that from behind. Katyusha's right now in the base, so you can't really call it in there. But hey, it could work. You have, let's see, Double Panther moving on up with the SU-85. Looks like with marked target, I assume? Nope. Vehicle's just buttoned. IS-152 gets a beautiful shot on the side, neutralizing the Panther. Guard troops and everything opening fire on said Panther and trying to push said unit back. And looks like they're doing a pretty damn good job. Soviets are pushing back the Allies and currently control both points, forcing the Axis to do something. We have a support gun opening fire, just hitting this general area. We have a Hetzer moving on in. Burning the shock troops, oh boy. And that's the thing, he's just letting them be burned? That's a lot of manpower you're wasting just having your shock troops become barbecue. Su-85, Vet 2, needs to go heal, my god. So close to dying. Hetzer very close to dying as well, but manages to retreat. And I would split up these. Once again, I would go with the mechanized building. For some reason, his truck was all the way in the front. Not sure why. At least, hold on. He does not have a mechanized building. Okay, cool. Both squads managed to take the point. We have some type of rocket barrage coming in. IS-152 just slowly maneuvering its way around. Maxim barely alive. That was a danger close if I ever saw it. Adriel capturing this territory, but being beaten back by the Germans. Very interesting. But if we see here, Philip is definitely losing a decent amount of men. And they've lost quite a number of Su-85s and armor generally. So, and they're losing more of this front. If I was them, I would steal the Verkehrenwerfer. Absolutely, I would steal it. Get Conscript Squad in there, just take it. You saw how effective it was. Don't take it now. You have 3 men. And you took it and wasted that squad, so congratulations. Also, that was a kind of a wasteful Katyusha. That Katyusha didn't do much. I think it actually hurt your own men. Hold on. Katyusha. And no friendlies. Okay, never mind. I thought it hurt your own men. I really did. Sport gun opening fire on enemy position, but looks like they're okay. And flamethrower squad's pushing on in. I assume 52 trying to get an explosive shot on said Volk squad, which would be very deadly if you lost that 5-star Volk squad. Let's see if we can get the hit. Come on. Gets one guy on the retreat. But now they have all this, and this is where the Katyusha would be helpful against this close range shot. I assume 52 instead of targeting Verkehrenwerfer, just going to fall it back, which I don't blame it. Right now it's in a bad situation, especially with the airstrikes. Su-85's opening fire on the Panther from a flank. Oh boy, yeah, Panther might pay for it right here. Oh, stupid close air. Oh, sorry. God damn. The airborne assault is coming in, doing exactly what the stupid close air support's supposed to do. And, well, cause a nice strafing run on target. Making that doctrine not worthless, or ability not worthless anymore. Beautiful shell on the Panther, neutralizing it, making a 3-star Su-85. That 5-star Verkehrenwerfer, though, still lying in wait. Hetzer just burning a few men. ISU 152 on standby. Needs some heals, though. That's my thing. Volk squad's moving on in. Very nice. Oh my god, this could be a beautiful, this could be an amazing bundle grenade. And not bad. Did health on this one and killed 2 guys on that one. It could have been better, but hey. Fear propaganda going out, forcing the Germans to retreat. Again, why I like that ability. Just clears the point. So if you have it and you know you're about to lose it, drop it, and it'll force the enemy to either stop by suppressing them or causing them to retreat. We have another Su-85, but my only issue right now is they have a lot of anti-armor, but not a lot of anti-infantry. I mean, the Katyusha's fine, but it could be doing better. Meanwhile, we have more Su-85s over here. So we have 4 Su-85s, when IS-152, which should be pretty much on explosive, which is not. It's on armor. Looks like they may have lost a few men from a mine. Germans pushing back, though, with a ton of infantry. They have 1 Panther, and that's it. So they might. I see a concern now with all those Su-85s and not really a target. But hey, at least you have the unit. Let's see how well you use it. Cannon Warfare is moving on up, but unfortunately the maximum is just too much for him, and they're causing him to retreat. Losing one of them, but the 5-star one is still alive. Panther moving on in. But, oh boy. S285 is pushing the Panther back. Vet 2 with armored skirts, but still definitely needs to pull back. I love those S285s just slowly getting a little closer, and a little closer, and a little closer. And now this 5-star for Cannon Warfare is like, I'll show them what I can do. You can do it, man. You can do it. Headster moving on in. Panther also on standby, getting healed. Oh, flank going on. Damage engine from the Volk squad. As for Cannon Warfare, still getting some beautiful shots. Panther, nope. For Cannon Warfare, getting the kill on the S285. Shock troops coming in to reinforce. Push back the infantry. Katusha strike right here would be amazing. But once again, I don't know why. He's just not really doing it. We have 200 points remaining. Oh, shoot. MG suppressing all the shock troops. Well, for a moment. Shock troops getting really damn close. Support gun getting some nice shots, though. Grenade going out, forcing the MG back. But they're also being forced back by the Hetzer. So that's a positive. It looks like we have a random Volkswagen squad that just dropped on the point. Killed the AT gun, maybe. And just took it for himself. So, nice job. Oh, sorry. It looks like he's not going to take the AT gun. He's just going to take the fuel. I don't blame him. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guard troops moving over, so the Fallschirmjäger squad, especially being not really any veterancy, not gonna last all that long. Although, you have additional Fallschirmjäger squads being deployed, so it looks like he's all going Fallschirmjäger. My only concern is the fact he only has one of them up to vet 2, whereas like this guy has a ton of really high vetted troops, including also Soldat with 31 kills. Oh boy, you know how to retreat. MG moving on up, and with guard troops to help with anti-armor. Maxim on standby, causing some suppression. We have a Hetzer moving in, most likely to burn the enemy out of that position. Not bad, great hit. And overall, the Germans are being forced back, so very good indeed. Oh, beautiful shots. Just some, you know, German barbecue. That's all you need, right? Right? How do you make German barbecue? Get a goddamn armored vehicle with a flamethrower and cook up some Russians. Oh boy. S285's on standby along guarding the shock troops, most likely going to push in. Again, has to be very careful, but with the S285s there, you could probably push back the Panther with ease. We're going over to see the shock troops coming in and retreat. Hetzer doing what it needs to and just burning away the enemy up to vet 2. So speed and rotation, rate of fire, improved rate of fire, weapon range, sight, and weapon damage. Oh boy. Shock troops not disillusioned, coming back in. Wow, something just flew away. Managing to push on in, though. I think there's an MG that will cause some suppression. They're going to pull back. S285, one more shot is all it needs. And looks like it's not going to get it, but we have an airstrike coming in. An IL-2 bomb strike. Oh, no. Oh, there goes the Vet 5. That's going to be costly for the Germans. But that being said, he's near pop cap, so he needs to deploy another one if he needs to. Oh, that poor unit. It tried so hard. ISU-152 guarding mid. Once again, only 14 kills with that. Hold on, how many vehicles? 3. Okay, never mind. Never mind, he got it. But I see this more as an infantry killer more than a vehicle killer. But I'll say this, the Soviets are still giving the Germans one hell of a run for it. 3-star Hetzer, though. 23 kills, not too bad. Guards troops, decently vetted, along with the shock troops, very highly vetted. Volk squads on Sudan, highly vetted. OMS! You have a 4-star Fallschirmjäger squad. That's my only concern right now, is the fact that you have a lot of Fallschirmjäger squads with not a lot of veterancy. One Volk squad that has decent veterancy, but 42 kills in general. Holy mackerel. Yeah, keep that thing on the front line. We're Cannon Warfare forwarding after, I guess, going in for some type of assault. Katusha, very nearly 3 stars. Once again, it looks like they may have tried to hit this target, which forced the guy to retreat back further to his base. Not a bad idea, going all the way back here, because, again, if you retreat here and you know it's under fire, just change the point for a minute or two and then kind of have it back. Because the last thing you want is a retreat, and then he gets there and he gets hit by rocket artillery. S285's hitting the Hetzer. Oh boy, retreat! Oh, very lucky it hit that dead Verkenwerfer. Okay, taking the shot. S285's now opening fire on said base. This could be bad to knock out pretty much that base and neutralize armor, because Darth Oh, no, he has the mechanized exactly where I said it would. Never mind. And even if he loses that, he can still get a King Tiger. He won't get another Hetzer, unfortunately, but hey, he can still get a King. Right now, I will say the Germans are lacking fuel, but looks like they are about to grab the left-hand side. It's not too bad. Verkanhofer is doing what they do best and knocking out the Su-85. Jesus, I can't wait to see the end of the game report and see these things as MVPs, because they are MVPs. I love how Philip has stolen the Verkanhofer, and the squads from the other Verkanhofer killed that Verkanhofer. Just sweet irony. Also down with a flamethrower and MG34 LMG mobile variation. Verkanhofer's opening fire on the Su-85s, maybe. Come on. And nope, they're just gonna retreat. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Meanwhile, we have these guys, instead of capturing the point to victory, decide, hey, I'm gonna push on in. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Su-85 just being neutralized by the... Oh boy. Verkanhofer still gets the kill. Still gets the goddamn kill. There we go. Finally use the IS-152 for what it's known for. One-shotting infantry. Causing some decent damage to Darth, but that being said, you did lose your Su-85s. You lost, I think, 2 of them. Well, whatever. Germans counterattacking and now have their own... Where was this thing? You could have used a KV? Are you serious? I completely forgot. It's 50... I'm sorry, it's close to 50 minutes in this game. It's at the 46.5-minute mark. Alright? Alright? And you did not get a KV flamethrower. You know how effective that thing is against infantry? Pretty damn effective. You know how much damage a Verkanhofer could do to that? Not much. You know how much damage this does for Verkanhofer? A lot. Su-85 is doing a massive amount of damage, pushing back the Panther. We have a lot of infantry right here, which, once again, might be a good artillery location. Also, I just realized he has not gotten artillery, which would also be very effective. Fear propaganda coming in. We have airborne assault launching their strike over here, which could cause issue if the anti-armor strafes come in and start doing damage to the Su-85s. Could neutralize one of them, but we'll see. They did, looks like, neutralize that front base. KV, once again, I see a beautiful target for you while all their troops are paralyzed in fear from the fear propaganda. Oh boy, Katusha. Katusha. Where is my Katusha? Katusha, Katusha, where art thou, my Katusha? Goddamn, KV just deflecting the Verkanhofer shot, burning the enemy, deflected a second shot, shock troops moving in. Holy crap. Stupid close air support, though, just knocked down one of the Su-85s. At least I think it did. Look, there's nothing else, so I'm going to say yes, it did. Verkanhofer, though, finally doing damage. Shock troops, dude, not hitting what's in front of them, instead hitting what's away from them, gets neutralized. They could have easily wiped that. It's literally having a goddamn tank in front. I'm sorry, what's a better example? I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, it's like a guy with a gun right in front of you. Instead of shooting you, he shoots the guy far to your right, and you're like, okay, cool, I guess I'm and then he runs away. I'm like, cool, I guess I'm alive. And the guy who was shooting at far away also missed. I don't know. Yeah, no. Actually, I'm going to go on that point. It's like a lot of those, what is it, James Bond films and actually a lot of action films where they literally, it's like they're firing, and it's like they can't get a hit. And it's like, or it's like, okay, if you have this other person in your sights living in front of them, just take him out. Just seriously. I had a recent thing with The Maze Runner where the movie's good, but that said, I just had a lot of issues with the fact that literally all these troops are like, put your weapon down. It's like, you know, he just, oh my god, was that a mine? Did he really get hit by a mine? Bravo. Or maybe a Fallschirmjäger knocked it out? Oh, Dushka, come on. Panther coming on the flank. Guards troops, now's your moment. Mark target, by the way, would be helpful over here. Armor piercing. Alright, guards troops button. Alright. Oh, don't you dare get in that unit right now. That's a bad time to get in that unit. Guard troops coming in. Vehicle is buttoned, but not marked targeted, which probably would have killed it. Oh, nope, there we go. And the engine's gone. Hey, shock troops, get in. Shock troops, get in. Shock troops, get in. That being said, one thing I'll say that right now, that again the Allies didn't do during the whole time during that massive assault. Well, they did do a lot of damage to Darth and OMG, and you know, now that Darth doesn't have any Panthers, I'm assuming he's going to get King Tiger out shortly. They didn't capture the victory points, so yeah. Oh my god, fire is coming down from the support gun. Oh, this is a beautiful target. The scary thing, though, is this Panther. If the Germans... I'm sorry, sorry, not the Germans. If the goddamn Allies can take this Panther, that would be hilarious, in my opinion. Oh, no. Verkenwerfer... Goddamn Verkenwerfer saving the day! IAC-152. It's like, no! Hetzer manages to escape Vet 3. Verkenwerfer manages to save the day. The Verkenwerfers of this game are the MVPs. I'm saying that right now. They are the MVPs of this game by far. Once again, so many Su-85s. I feel like another Katusha or a freaking howitzer would be. I know. They have the super close air. They have that, but think about it. Just put it back here. Just saying. You can call it in. You can call it in. Also, I just realized the KV-8 died over here. I'm assuming from a stray, from maybe Fallschirmjäger or Panzerfaust or something. Maybe. Anyway, with the Germans taking the point over here, they did drop some fear propaganda to stop the Germans, but we have a King Tiger now moving up. I feel like the Germans have this. Once again, they haven't... Oh, okay, they killed the Katusha. Oh, nope, not all the way. The engine's still damaged. But they can do a close-range strike, which could be exactly what they need. Katusha, just fire. Oh, beautiful hit. Almost killing that squad. Missing that. Oh, nope, actually hit that squad. And looks like they're not going to be able to take it. Oh, he's so close to losing. There it goes. Su-85s. They're like, oh my god, it's a big heavy tank. We can deal with that. Finally. Verkenwerfer's lying in wait for an ambush. As they do. As they do. Su-85's getting well, blindsided by the Verkenwerfers now. Both Vet 2. Germans just throwing everything they have at mid, and I think, yeah, they're gonna take it. Also, I love how he has all these Vet 5 guys. They're gonna kill so many Soviets during this game. I guarantee the Soviets will not be. They probably have the Germans will probably have a 2.0 KD at this point. I'm just pointing that out. And there goes probably another squad, right? Oh my god, pathfinding. Oh. Su-80, it's like, go around the Su-85. No, the back of the, oh god damn it. We have another King Tiger moving in. Oh boy. Germans have mid, right hand side guarded by a Hetzer. Verkenwerfer's guarding against an armor push. Allied forces currently lack in overall just men compared to what the Germans have. Germans though out of reserves holding those points. Shock troops moving in, pushing the Verkenwerfers back. Once again, good retreat on that. Good retreat. This thing back at base when you really need it on the front, and I'm assuming the Allies will be unable to capture it. King Tiger moving on point, the other King Tiger moving on point, and now it's a big cluster battle. But that being said, it doesn't matter who wins this battle. Germans win the game because again they just have the victory point. Su-85 and the ISU-152 pushing back the King. King destroyed, as long as this King holds up front. Although, I think we have an IO-2 bomb strike coming in. Oh, wow. Manages to get a nice shot on those poor Volk squads. One more shot's all it needs. King Tiger probably would have died from another volley, but doesn't matter. They did exactly what they needed to. They were the goddamn meat shield and held the front for as long as they could. Four-star Hetzer, by the way. Goddamn. But, yeah, it's funny. They were like, oh, bring in the King Tigers. And that's exactly what the Soviets wanted because they had so many tank destroyers. But, yeah, I think they need more, like, T-34s, honestly. And I know you'd be... Oh, my God. Well, I was right about the KD on that guy. But, actually, Adriel did pretty damn well for himself. So, good job for him. But, yeah, this guy, so many Su-85s. How many Su-85s did he get? Hold on. Hold on. Philip? Hey, Philip. Philip. I'm assuming that's going to be your best unit. Wait. Philip. 45,000 damage for Verkenwerfer for deer. I want to say deer. Yeah, 45,000 damage. 7 of them died, but they got 15 kills. Most of them probably armor, if I had to put it out. Nearly 46,000. Holy shit, 93,279 kills. Okay, so not a 2.0 KD for the Germans that I thought, but close, not totally. OMS, not doing all that great. Not doing as well. He lost a lot of men. A lot of Fallschirmjäger squads. He's the reason why the Germans no longer use paradrops. He's the reason. But yeah, overall, they had 2 really good players and 2 lesser players. But that being said, yeah. That kind of makes sense. Man, this guy's so close. So very close. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be game. But yeah, really good job. Actually, let me double check on Philip real quick. Will it allow me to see Philip? Okay, he got 3 Su-85s. Adriel, how many did you get? You got Su-85s. Come on, come on, come on. 3 as well. So they got 6 Su-85s. Are you serious? That's it? I thought they had more. Oh, sorry. 6 died, but they had more. Okay. But yeah, they had so many Su-85s. I'm like, okay, that's cool. IS-152 at the end did a lot versus infantry, but yeah, you kind of need the Su-85s guarding this thing and then have this thing targeting for cannon first. Up until like the very end, I didn't really see it doing that. Germans did a great job of killing the infantry on the Soviet variety and holding their line. Again, I feel like, unfortunately, OMS didn't do as quite as well of a job at holding the left, but hey, he still did what he needed to do and held mid, which is positive overall. But in any case, guys, it's going to be game. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Oh, before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters. Goddamn. Like, Sean, Ace. We have Sejones, Joey, Nick. We also have Leo and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You all rock. But this has been Greyshot17 again, and I'll see you next time. Before this video ends, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon supporters like Ace, Leo, Tim, Sean, Sejones, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support, and I'll see you next time, guys.